If you're in the job market, you know it's a tough world out there, and employees are finding employers are in the driver's seat.
This week, one company tried to get its employees to promise they would be available open to close 7 days a week. One worker balked because of religious reasons. 24-hour News 8's Ann Schieber has been on this case, finding out just how many rights employers have in this situation.
Well, Brian, Susie, as you're right, it's tough to make a buck these days. Many companies, including us here at Wood TV, have to operate 24/7 to be competitive. And employers want their employees to be on board or face the consequences.
The Lord's Day is meant for a day of rest, and it's dedicated to the Lord. I can't work in between services. That's what they're asking me to do.
This week, the Gaslight Village D&W presented Jennifer Huizenga with this, a work agreement. Be available every day of the week with some exceptions or risk getting moved to part-time status.
I've been there for 17 years, and I'm a very hard worker. I'm dedicated. I'm friendly to customers. I mean, I never hardly call in sick, and I just don't understand why all of a sudden, after 17 years, this needs to be a problem.
Huizenga is a Protestant Reformed, a conservative Christian faith. But Sundays are one of the busiest days for supermarkets, and D&W is trying to staff for its customers. It said it would grant exceptions for things like church hours or even helping with a child's sports practice, but only with written approval. And Jennifer was reluctant to sign.
But then I'm like, no, my heart's telling me not to sign this because I know something's going to come up, and then they'll want me to work, and then I'll lose my job.
So what is the law? State and federal laws can restrict how many hours you work.
But beyond that, there's no entitlement to a certain schedule or to paid vacation or paid holidays.
Phil Iorio is a lawyer who represents employees and labor unions. He's been getting a number of calls from workers in similar situations, and he says there's little the law can do unless there's a brazen violation of civil rights. Religion is a tough argument when you want to refuse a particular day every week. A judge will ask,
can that request be reasonably accommodated without unduly burdening the employer? And I think in most cases an employer would probably be able to demonstrate that there is going to be a burden.
Good news today, though. Huizenga, who called us yesterday, went in this morning, and her boss told her she did not have to sign the paper.
Now, we called Spartan Stores, which owns D&W, yesterday, and this afternoon the company issued a statement, all of which is on our website, in a nutshell saying it wants to meet the needs of its customers while ensuring fair scheduling for associates with reasonable exceptions. Jennifer Huizenga says she is elated to not have to lose her job by not signing her full-time job by not signing the paper. In Grand Rapids, Ann Schieber, 24-hour News 8.